On the night of July 31, 2024, in Tehran, a rocket attack was carried out on the headquarters of the leader of Hamas political bureau Ismail Haniyeh. As a result of this missile attack, Ismail Haniyeh and one of his bodyguards died on the spot. Even though the top military leadership of the Israel Defense Forces has so far refused to comment on the elimination of the Hamas leader, Iranian officials said that it was the Israeli Air Force that was directly involved in this attack. Later, that same day, the Israeli Air Force launched another missile attack, this time on the southern suburbs of Beirut, the capital of Lebanon. It is reported that as a result of this missile attack, the headquarters of Hezbollah was destroyed, along with the legendary commander of this movement Fuad Shakar. Thus, within one day, Israel launched a missile attack on the capitals of Iran and Lebanon, as a result of which some of the main enemies of the Jewish state were eliminated. Especially it is worth noting the missile strike on Iran. The missile attack on the capital of this state is a gross violation of the sovereignty of this country. In addition, the elimination of the Hamas leader in Tehran dealt a devastating reputational blow to Iran, as the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and the country's special services could not prevent the physical elimination of the political leader of the Palestinian movement. At the moment, the Supreme National Security Council of Iran is holding an emergency meeting. Insiders in Tehran say that the Iranian military has already begun to develop a plan of response to Israeli aggression. Insiders claim that these actions by the Iranian side will be purely of a military technical nature. As of July 31, 2024, the real chaos is observed in the Middle East. Almost all countries of this region of the world condemned the Israeli attack on Tehran and Beirut. In particular, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan once again compared Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to Adolf Hitler, saying that the Israeli leader would end his days in the same way as this most important Nazi. Moreover, Recep Tayyip Erdogan in all seriousness stated that the Turkish army should be in a state of full combat readiness, in order to enter Israel at any moment. In response, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Jewish state, Israel Katz, compared the Turkish president to the executed Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein. Commenting on the current situation in the Middle East, authoritative expert and analyst Victor Baranitz noted that Israel has set almost all countries of the Middle East against itself. And at the same time, Tel Aviv continues to provoke the outbreak of a major war in the Middle East. The expert noted that judging by what is happening, a big war cannot be avoided. And this war will escalate into a large-scale continental conflict, which will inevitably mark the beginning of the Third World War. At the same time, the expert noted that because of this war, Israel will repeat the fate of Ukraine and eventually lose its statehood in the same way. According to him, Israel has made very powerful and serious enemies, and even the United States will not be able to save the Jewish state in the event of a full-scale war. In general, looking through the articles of many reputable experts and analysts, it seems that they are confident that a big war will break out sooner or later in the Middle East. There is even an assumption that this war may begin with the coming to power of Donald Trump, who does not hide his support for Israel and his hatred of Iran. At the same time, it is worth noting that if the United States and Israel attack Iran, then Russia will have to intervene, since Moscow cannot allow Iran to lose. The fact is that the defeat of Iran will mean the defeat of the New World Order and the postponement of the arrival of a multipolar world. In any case, a very dangerous situation is developing right before our eyes, which could plunge all of humanity into another world war.